What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's another show. Now, Donald Trump has just outright waged war on the cartels of this world, specifically the ones in Mexico, who he's directly calling out, and he's about to bring in the military to deal with this. And I bring this up because I believe, actually, it's more of a warning because many of you people live in the major metropolitan areas around this world, and I believe the violence there's gonna be a massive uptick in violence. And so you need to be aware of this so you don't get caught in no collateral damage because it's not looking too good. Because a couple things: the human trafficking, the amount of drugs that is coming into our communities is off the charts. And ultimately, if you're a grown ass adult and that's what you want to do with your life, feel free. It's a free country, right? You can do what you want and you can suffer the consequences of your actions. I could care less. But my concern is with the youth. I have two children, one going into high school and one going into college. And I'm still sick and tired of hearing all the stories and all not the stories, the environment that these youth have to grow up in. It's like a drug infested shithole. And I want better for them. And over the past 4 years, it's gotten exponentially worse because of the Biden Harris administration. They are directly to blame based on what's going on our southern border. The border is just an open drug highway. Just unimaginable amounts of illegal drugs are coming in on a daily basis, unchecked, and all the politicians, all the law enforcement are aware of this, and nothing seems to be done. It is affecting our communities. And how long do you think we're going to put this up? The whole damn country is going to be strung out on dope if we don't do something about it. It has to stop. As a matter of fact, I wanted to get on to the Customs and Border Patrol website just to give you some real statistics, some data, so you can get a real good idea when I say there's an epidemic, a drug epidemic in this country. So check this out. Okay, so here we are. Let's just take a peek at this website. And this is a government website. This is US Customs and Border Patrol. You can go check it out for yourself. But I found this little drug seizure graph. Let's go down here and check this out. So right here, you can see this is drug seizure by weight by month. So let's just take a peek. Let's start with January 2024. Here it is right here. So we have right here, January 2024, the Customs and Border Patrol confiscated 37,000 pounds. Okay, 37,000 pounds in 1 month of illegal drugs. Go on to the next month, 67.2 thousand pounds. That's in February. Go to March 2024, 51,000 pounds. You can keep on going and go over here to the end. Over here, right here is the aggregate for the whole year to date. 573,000 pounds of illegal drugs have been confiscated by Customs and Border Patrol. That is a staggering number. Just think about that. Let that sink in. I mean, 573,000 pounds. And this is just what has been confiscated by Customs and Border Patrol. I can guarantee you equal amounts have made it past Customs and Border Patrol and have made it into our communities, into our schools, into our youth backpack. That's what's up. That's crazy. How long do you think our country can hold up with this type of substance abuse? It's destroying the fabric of our nation, and something has to be done. I mean, it's crazy. You can keep on coming down. Check this out. Right here, they break it down at a more micro level. 2024, you can see right here, this is drug by type and by weight in pounds. I mean, look at this. Methamphetamines. In 2024, they confiscated 174,000 pounds of methamphetamines in 2024. That's that's 80 plus tons. 80 plus tons of methamphetamine that they've confiscated. That means just as much has made it through into the streets. That's crazy. Keep on going. They have all of them here. Cocaine, fentanyl, heroin, ketamine, ecstasy, LSD, you name it. It's all there. Massive amounts confiscated. Like I just said, 573,000 right here. 573,000 pounds were confiscated in 2024. I mean, what is going on? Why is our government not doing more to try to stem the flow of these illegal drugs? Because For one, I'm more worried about the youth. Like I said before, I am really concerned about the very toxic, drug-ridden environment that our youth and our children have to grow up in. I think it does nothing. It does nothing for them, and it's just going to get worse if something's not done. I mean, do you see those numbers? You can look at those statistics for yourself. They don't lie. I mean, this is crazy. This is what our country is facing, and it's directly related to the border. They need to put a giant wall up. Maybe not even a wall. Use technology, cameras. We have plenty of technology that can do something to stem this type of stuff, and they need to get to it. I don't care if you got billions of dollars for war, you can spend billions of dollars to kind of clean up this problem because it's gotten out of hand. Now, I have a message, the most recent message from Trump on how he plans to deal with it. And I'm telling you, it's about to be straight cartel wars. He's about to unleash the full fury of the military on these individuals. And specifically, he's looking at Mexico because Mexico doesn't have a government. The cartels run that country. It's a narco nation. There's no government there. It's all illusionary. The people who really run that place, and everyone knows it. Law enforcement knows it. The politicians know it. It's the cartels. And Trump's not playing. So let me play this most recent message from Trump and give you a little idea of how he plans to deal with this issue.
Our country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels. In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10. There's never been anything like it. They're major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation. When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS caliphate, and just as, unlike the situation we're in today, we had a very strong border, the strongest border, in fact, in the history of our country, and drugs were at a low of 45 years. There's been nothing like what we did just 2 years ago. We will show no mercy on the cartels. Every day, drug traffickers are using the waters of our region to ship their lethal poisons to America, killing so many of our people and ruining families. In addition to restoring strong border security, I will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to impose the full naval embargo on the cartels. I did that before, and it worked. What we did was incredible. We will guarantee that the waters of the Western Hemisphere are not used to traffic illicit drugs to our country. Furthermore, I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations. I will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We will sever their access to global financial systems. I will also work to forge an unprecedented partnership with neighboring governments in our region, just like I did in Mexico. And remember, in Mexico alone, an estimated 100,000 civilians have been tragically murdered or gone missing at the hands of these cartels. The Mexican government, run by a very fine man, the president, is really working hard, but it's not working out. These cartels are vicious and they're violent, and they have Mexico for now stymied. Well, we have to help Mexico, and we have to stymie the cartels. Either we will get the full cooperation of other governments to stop this menace, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption that is allowing the cartels to preserve their brutal reign, and it is indeed brutal. Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. The drug cartels and their allies in the Biden administration have the blood of countless millions on their hands. Millions and millions of families and people are being destroyed. When I'm back in the White House, the drug kingpins and vicious traffickers will never sleep soundly again. We did it once, and we did it better than anybody else. There's never been a better border than we had just 2 years ago. It was strong, it was powerful, and it was respected all over the world. And now we're laughed at all over the world. And we're not going to let that happen much longer. We have to take over, we have to be tough, we have to be smart, we have to be fair. But if we don't do something immediately, our country is gone.
There you have it, folks. Like he said, if we don't do something about it, our country is gone. That's how serious this is. It's not a joke. These individuals are out of control and they're compromising the social security or our national security as it relates to these individuals and the way they are just flooding our streets with dope. The kids are getting strung out. The parents are getting strung out. I mean, we can't have this. It has to be put in check. Obviously, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris didn't want to do anything about it. They just left the border open and allowed this to happen. They're not to blame because it's been going on for years. But over the past 4 years, you've just saw a massive uptick in all this type of activity. So this is on their heads for real. And I hope Trump actually puts his money where his mouth is and he steps up and he actually does something to improve the situation in our country, to protect the people of this country. It has to be done. I have 2 children that I care about, once again, very much. And I want their environment to be as drug-free as it can be. So they're just left to mature and grow in a healthy, prosperous America, not some drug-ridden slum like it is in San Francisco or Portland, Oregon. That is out of control, and it needs to stop. So hey, I hope you like the content. Please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. It helps the channel grow. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you at the next show.